Mr. Henderson, he's on the phone with Miss Patterson. Apparently, Miss Patterson is his mother. Mr. Henderson's actually imprisoned, um, and according to the TDCJ, and I sent the TDCJ record for him to Miss Molina. Um, this is an establishment case, and apparently Miss Patterson, according to her, is has him on her phone, like he's calling in and she's paying for minutes. So I figured, Your Honor, it'd probably be best to have this one being heard.
Okay.
So
He's in TGJC and not in a county anywhere, correct?
you correct, Your Honor. He's apparently at the, let me check, Luther facility,
What's
Navasota. He's in Navasota apparently.
what's the cause again, please?
This is 351567.
All right, we're on the record, and this is Bell County Cause number 25-AM 351567. This is in the interest of Henderson Mayor Child. Non-custodial party is Marcus Henderson. Custodial party is Samira Gant. And this is before the court on a written petition to suit effective parent childship with an AOP. Court taking judicial notice of the court file. Note for the record, both parties, let's see, there was a request for a court hearing where Ms. Gant made an appearance, and that Mr. Henderson was served with citation back in March 2025. So both parties are properly before the court this time. And I asked the state for an opening to tell the court what the state's requesting we do here today. And again, I've got Exhibit A, but I can see it's the inmate information, but I cannot read the print as far as what the charges are or the time frame that the father's going to still be remaining in custody. So at this time, I'll let the state go ahead and tell the court, give the court an opening statement, tell the court what the state wants to do, what you understand agreements and contests to be, and what you understand his terms going to be and how long he's going to be in there and what the actual charges are. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. So the state asked the court for a final order today, setting current child support, any medical support or dental support. So I'm not sure if Ms. Gant has any
The judge sets the stage as the case begins with high stakes revealed.
private health or dental. But even if she does, Your Honor, everything would need to be zero like that because the state understands that Mr. Henderson is currently imprisoned in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Luther facility in Navasota. His projected release date is in 2030. And his parole eligibility date is already passed in 2022, but it does not appear he's scheduled for release or anything like that. His offense history is that burglary of habitation with intent to commit theft happened in 2021, sentence of 10 years. And then another one, aggravated assault, bodily injury with deadly weapon, sentence date 2021, just like before. And the sentence is 10 years. Your Honor, I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure what the parties will want because of the fact that apparently, according to Miss Patterson, she is his mother and she is on the phone with him and she's paying for him to talk.
She's the conduit. I get it.
So I figured, Your Honor, it'd be best to just get this done as quickly as possible. As for retroactive support, Your Honor, the state's not asking for that. I'm not sure what Ms. Gant will want, but the state doesn't. We don't need to ask for that. I asked the court to make appropriate rulings on conservatorship and visitation. As for non-disclosure, I'll ask Ms. Gant and Mr. Henderson if they have any safety concerns with each other, because I'm not sure who the victims of these offenses are. And then I asked the court to apportion court costs, and the child is a little bit under 5, and this is an attorney establishment case, Your Honor. Well, actually, no, this is. Actually, that's incorrect, Your Honor. This is a acknowledgement of paternity case. And we have the paternity on file that was attached to our pleading. So name change isn't really here. So I think that's about it, Your Honor.
All right, then. Let's get some testimony from the parties. Obviously, folks, I'm limited to what I can do here. as far as what the rights the father can have, and obviously under the law, he's been in jail for the last 90. He's going to be in jail for the next 90, so I can't order any type of support going forward. Can't look back at the last 4 years. Obviously, he's been incarcerated, so that's going to do the retro down to zero. Can't order that. So I'm going to be looking at just setting up the paternity and technically having to wait until Mr. Henderson is out of custody of the state of Texas, and then at that point figure out what his rights are going to be going forward based on his circumstances and whether or not he's on parole or on parole from TDJC or whether or not he serves his full sentence. That's going to be a factor. So there's only so much I can do today's date. The only thing I can do is based on what the circumstances are today. And that's to set up the conservatorship. As to mom, I'll probably look at giving dad possession for conservatorship. But again, since he's is incarcerated, and I don't know what his terms and conditions are going to be until he gets out, I'm not probably looking at setting up anything as far as the rights under that until we know what those circumstances are. But maybe we can get some testimony from him and hopefully he'll be out long before the 2030, but we'll see. Anyway, at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and ask both Mr. Henderson and Ms. Gant to raise your right hands and let me swear you in, please. Do you vote? And unmute yourselves. All right, do you both solemnly swear or affirm your testimony you're gonna give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
So help me God.
Yeah, just so help you's fine, man, no problem. Ms. Patterson, you got your son on the line, sir, ma'am?
Yes, I do. Go ahead, Marquis.
Okay, sir, you do so swear to tell the truth?
Yes. Yeah, my name is Marquis Henderson.
You're supposed to say I do. He said, do you say I do?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Henderson, did you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you?
Yes, sir.
All right, then, you're officially under oath. The state's gonna ask you questions, sir, and the mother, answer the questions, and at the end of the hearing, if there's any type of closing statement you wish to make, I'll let you go ahead and do that at that point, sir. But for right now, you just need to listen to the questions and answer the questions that the state's asking you to the best of your ability. But this time, I'll let you go ahead and proceed, Mr. Welch. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. State calls Samira Gant. What is your full name?
Samira Lakagant.
All right. What is the full name of the child in this case?
Marquise Dion Henderson Jr.
And so when was Marquise Jr. born?
September 25th, 2020.
So how old is Marquise Jr.?
He's about to turn 5 in September, so he's 4 now, as of now.
All right. Do you have access to private health insurance for Marquise Jr.?
Is that like through my job?
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do have access, but I really can't afford it. So I have him on. I'm supposed to be enrolling him into CHIP soon. My deadline is like October 14th.
Serious crimes and a long sentence cast a heavy shadow over the case.
Do you understand that the court could order, you provide private health and dental, but that if the court did, you wouldn't get any reimbursement?
Yes, sir.
So would you prefer the court ordering that, or would you prefer the child to be on government medical?
I would prefer for him to be on the government medical because since I only have him on dental with me, it saves me more money.
All right, and I guess just to establish, you agree that Mr. Henderson is currently imprisoned?
Yes.
And do you know how long?
Yes, sir.
So how long has he been in prison?
He's been in prison for pretty much my whole child's life since he was born, before he was born. So.
And do you understand he'll be imprisoned until about probably 2030 unless he gets out early?
Yes, sir.
All right. When's the last time he has met with the child?
I want to say when he graduated from like his program, I took my son and my son and I both went down there to his graduation to support him in it.
So when you mean graduated, when are we talking about? What date? Or give me general.
I'll say approximately, I want to say January. Let me look at my calendar.
January of this year?
Yes, sir. Let me see. Actually, no, that was December.
December of last year then.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we don't need to get into details of this man, but were you the victim of any of the charges he's currently in prison for?
No.
All right. Do you have any safety concerns with him?
Some. I mean, I don't think that he will just come and like hurt us, but there's always potential there. I mean, let's be real.
All right. Has he ever physically assaulted you or verbally threatened you?
No.
All right. Or has he ever done one of those two things to the child?
He ain't been around like, for real, so no. He hasn't had the opportunity to.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, man, we're back in just a moment. I'll let the state call your next witness, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. State calls Marquise Henderson, Sr. What is your full name, sir?
Henderson.
All right. So are you currently imprisoned? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm currently incarcerated in prison right now. Yes, sir.
All right. When did you begin your incarceration?
I've been incarcerated in prison since August of 2020. I think it was August 20th, 2020 or 21st, something like that.
That's fine, sir. That's fine. And so you're scheduled to be released in 2030. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the two charges that the two convictions that you're in prison, sir. So the two convictions you're in prison for are what I said, the burglary, habitation, and the aggravated assault.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm incarcerated for. Yes, sir. I'm incarcerated for that.
Do you have any safety concerns with Ms. Kant?
He said, do you have any safety concerns with Ms. Gant?
Do I have any what?
Safety concerns.
Oh, no, no, no.
All right. When's the last time you met with the child in this case?
I talk to my son on a regular basis, but the last time I saw him was December of my graduation.
And that was last year?
Yes, sir. December of last year. Yes, sir. December of 2024. That was my graduation. Last time I got to see my son. But I talk to my son on a regular basis.
All right. And when you get regular, do we mean like every couple weeks, or you don't need to give me like exact?
I
like,
got a USAA number for whatever reason it finally took.
Mr. Gaunt, let me mute you. So Mr. Henderson, wait, could you repeat that?
Yes, sir. I said last time I seen my son was when
He said, how often do you talk to him?
At least twice a week. You know, due to some hour schedule and the things she got going on. So at least twice a week.
All right. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right then, folks. Here's the deal, folks. Again, right now, I'm looking at the circumstances because of the father's in TCJ. I've got to set up the serviceship based on the charges that the father has received. I got to set up the mother as the sole managing conservator, him as the possessor conservator. Now, normally there's a bunch of rights under possessory conservatorship, but because the father is incarcerated, yeah, it's kind of I can't set up those rights until he is not until he's out. So the norm is for me to go ahead and once he gets out, for him to come back before the court, and then we'll set up child support and court ordered visitation and everything else. But all these items have to be done while someone is out in the free world. So at this time, I want to start with you, sir. Is there something specifically you're...
The father speaks from prison, showing regret yet claiming devotion. He admits his crimes but insists he's stayed connected with his son.
requesting the court to do? As far as this case is concerned, though, to establish you as the father, set up zero child support, and ask that these matters all be taken up once you get out of it, when you're no longer incarcerated, and you can have regular visitation, and the court can set up regular child support. So, is there anything specifically you're asking for at this time, sir?
He talking to you, Marquise. He says, is there anything in specific you're asking for at this time? Viv?
Well, sir, I was notified. See, I've been incarcerated since the day of my son's birth, and my baby mama notified me maybe like years later that that there might be another father or something like that, and she was talking about a paternity test. So I'm thinking like that's what this is. I'm not sure. So I was saying like if that can be ordered, so that can be like what I'm saying, handled.
He said that.
I heard what he said.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that hasn't been. No one filed any pleadings to that effect. We've got your acknowledgement paternity showing that you and the mom told the state of Texas 5 years ago that you were the parents, and that is now a final order for. Well, that's a final determination by the state of parentage. No one has requested the court to order DNA testing at any juncture in this matter. So, all right, it's not before the court this time.
Well, he had no knowledge of that. He don't recall even signing no fraternity papers or
Okay,
anything.
ma'am, you cannot speak. I'm sorry, ma'am, unless you're a licensed attorney, you can't speak for him. Does the state have a copy of this? I don't. Let me double check the court file.
It should be
Okay.
filed.
What is?
Well, it should be filed with the court, Your Honor.
Okay.
And it's attached. There are two versions. One of them's been signed by him. The other one's signed by her.
Right. So, I've got two acknowledgements of paternity. I got a copy of the acknowledgement of paternity. It shows that Ms. Gant signed hers on 3/11/2021, and it involves the child at this time when the parties were saying that he was the biological father. And I have one that has your signature on it, sir. That looks like it was filed back on the 12th day of February of 2020, and it has your name as being agreeing that you are the biological father of the child in this case.
Yes, sir. I do remember that. Yes, sir. And that's why, I never questioned it. I believe that that's my son. I always thought that was my son. But all of this entire situation, that's what I thought this was, because that's what my baby mother told me. Well, Samara, that's what she told me, that this is. So I'm not even. I didn't even. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Here's the deal, sir. Right now, this is just a hearing to officially establish paternity at this time. There's no one filed a motion before the court asking for DNA testing, and right there, and that motion, and that is not before this court. I got to have pleadings on file.
You have 1 minute left.
And right now, the only thing I've got on file is the state's original petition and service and notice that they're asking for me to go ahead and make a legal finding of paternity and hold in abeyance the circumstances dealing with child support and visitation going forward until Dad gets out of jail. So so sir, are you requesting DNA test at this time?
He says you're requesting a DNA test at this time. Marquise, answer before you hang up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He said, yes, sir.
No, I heard it. All right, then. I tell you what, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look at this file. Right now, ma'am and sir, he's already been there's a time frame to go ahead and rescind the acknowledgement of paternity that's long since passed. So the bottom line is under the laws of the state of Texas, I don't have to grant a paternity test. I'm thinking I'll let the state ask that question of the mom to see what she wants to do, and we'll take it from there. All right, Mr. Welch, you want to recall the mother?
Yes, Your Honor. And I should know for the court, the state has to object to the DNA, as you know.
I know. But and again, I don't want to waste money on the state's money. But let's go ahead and question mom. And did she ever tell him that there's a possibility that he's not the father? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. State recalls Samira Gant, and just to make sure, Mr. Henderson, are you still online? Because I thought I heard something about that you only had a minute left.
Right, he's coming back on the line now. So it takes like 10 seconds. So he's coming on now.
We'll wait, ma'am. Just let us know when he's back.
Okay, sounds good.
Hello. From
Marquise Henderson.
an inmate at Luther Unit. This call is being recorded and is subject to monitoring. To accept this, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Go ahead. He's here, sir.
All right, then go ahead and ask mama questions now. Thank you.
All right. So Miss Gant, is Mr. Henderson the father of Marquise Jr.?
He was the last person that I was with. With that being said, I did get pregnant in high school at 15, 16, like in the middle of COVID. So, we were out of school and we were classmates at that time that we were having intercourse. And I did to let him know and his mother know at the time that I did become pregnant, that there was a possibility that it could be a different father involved. So I did let him know, yes.
Okay. All right, then, Mr.
Father questions if the child is even his own. The courtroom shifts as doubt over paternity sparks sudden tension.
Hold off on giving you rights under the conservatorship, obligations under conservatorship until you get out of TDCJ, and I can see whether or not you're 100% served or you're on some type of parole, because the terms and conditions of parole have to be considered in dealing with anything in that court order going forward. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and, like I say, order DNA. I'm going to reset this matter for a hearing once we get that back. And if you're available to attend, sir, that'll be fine. But again, it's not going to, if I'm going to find you the father, I will hold in advance all the rights that you would have until you get out of jail, sir. So, it is what it is. All right. And at this time, sir, do you have any other questions?
He said, do you have any other questions? How the DNA? Go ahead. What was it? You asked him.
Get this process with the DNA. How long is this? I'm sorry.
DNA test usually takes about 2 months, sir. We should get results. You'll be contacted to take the test within the next 30 days or so.
So I think he's concerned about that. We'll come to where he's at to do that, right?
Yeah, yes.
They'll do it at his facility. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's actually easier for us to do DNA for someone who's imprisoned. So.
Yeah, it's real quick and it's real easy, ma'am. So yeah, so I expect we're going to be back. This is the last of August. We should be back sometime the last of October or the 1st of November to finalize this.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
All right. Now, Ms. Gann, any questions, ma'am?
How would I go about doing the paternity test? And then once we do get the results of the test, say possibly that he's not the father, how would we go forward with the AOP?
Okay, well, sir, ma'am, if it comes back positive, like I said earlier, I'll just have to hold in advance. I'm gonna set up custody visitation. I'll give you custody. I can't order child support, and we'll come back after dad gets out. If it comes back negative, we'll dismiss as to him, and then we'll try to get with you to figure out who the real father is at that point, okay?
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, ma'am?
That
All
was
right.
all of them.
All right, ma'am. Like I said, it's gonna take about 60 to 75 days, and we'll probably be able to wrap this one up one way or the other, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Um,
All right, Mr. Welch, anything
Thank
else,
you.
sir?
I just want to make sure I've got it. So, DNA order, we're resending this case for a hearing probably at the end of October. I'm probably, I think we got a good date on October 30th. There's no cases and it's a regular docket. Uh, and then any other things, Your Honor? Just the DNA and the reset?
Yeah, just a DNA to reset, and again, I'll make my notes there. I've got it. I've got all the testimony I need for a final order if the test come back positive. Okay.
All right, Your Honor.
The only thing I need to do is update to make sure Dad's still in TDCJ. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank y'all very much. Everybody's free to go, and we'll see you. We'll see you the day before Halloween. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Yes, sir.
And so, Miss Patterson, did she leave too? Well,
Yes, sir. I'm here.
you're afraid to leave, ma'am. I'm not going to send you the order to send because he can't sign it anyway. But I guess, yeah. Have a good day, ma'am.
Everybody's free to go.
Oh.
Thank you.
The judge orders DNA, leaving fate uncertain till the next hearing. The future hangs on results that could change everything for this child.